What's up, Team Dink? I am currently on vacation. I'm right next to a lake, but I'm actually kind of like on the river section. And so I'm gonna be taking out the kayak a couple times over the course of the weekend, and I wanted to make like a little short mini series. I don't necessarily know what to call the mini series. We'll just call it vacation, kayak fishing, getaway, fun times. Regardless, there's gonna be a couple videos in this series, so just stay tuned. I don't really know what we're gonna get into. I've never fished here in my life, so we're gonna be kind of breaking down a new body of water, and we're just gonna catch what we can catch. Okay, enough rambling. I'm gonna get on the water and we're gonna see what we can get into. Not quite what I was expecting, but we're on the water. Okay, we're gonna try to make our way under this bridge. Okay, that'll clear up some room for my legs. Well, this is sketchy. That was a process. Okay, well, now we got some water to fish, I guess. Okay, so I gotta be honest with you guys. I haven't really explained what's going on. Well, I'm at this lake for the weekend, or I thought it was mostly gonna be a lake, but where I access the water, I actually only have access to this backwater river area, and I'm actually totally okay with that. The only disappointing part of it is that I did not bring gear really for this style of fishing. There's a ton of grass, it's shallow all the way through. I mean, realistically, what I need is like a frog setup and a flipping setup. All I have is one casting rod, and I've got 3 spinning rods, because I thought I was gonna be out on the lake, and I really genuinely thought I was gonna be targeting smallmouth bass. I'm not that worried about it. I think we'll make do. I mean, this rod should be able to catch me some fish. So I turned off the cameras, and I've just been exploring for the last maybe 45 minutes, just kind of getting a feel for what I have to work with here. And I love it. Honestly, I've only fished something like this once, and this really genuinely reminds me of the Mississippi River in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's like just so grassy. It's totally just a backwater slough situation. So far, I actually have caught a pike. I literally caught it on a 1/32 ounce mule jig on 2-pound test. It was just a little guy. And then on my Ned rig rod, my Ned rig was bitten off, so I'm 99% sure it was a pike. So I'm kind of thinking there's gonna be a lot of toothy critters back here, but I'd have to believe there's gonna be some largemouth as well. I don't really have any plans other than just enjoy a weekend on the water. We're not going back into the house without having caught something. Oh, what was that? Something just pelted the absolute crap out of this. Like, I wonder, is it a pike? What is going on? That's the second time I've had a weird bite like that on this Texas rig, where it'll just like bump, 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 bump. And it's like the strangest bite. Like right now, something's got it. It is a pike. It is a pike, and it's actually a big pike. Oh my gosh, such a weird bite. I got him in the mouth. We shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, he's not gonna snap my line. I got him straight through the noggin. Oh my, okay. Actually, I'm totally okay with that. He got off. I didn't really want to mess with him anyways. I don't know how many inches long. I'm not good at like judging that kind of stuff, but it was a really solid fish. I wish I had a couple other rods. I didn't have enough space in my car to be bringing just all sorts of gear. Can't do a whole lot about it now. You just gotta make what I got work. There he is. Oh, is it a smallie? It's a smallie, yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's what we're after. I don't care that he's small. It is proof that there are small jaws in here. And he's just a chunky little fella. All right. Oh gosh. I gotta get out of here. Oh gosh. All right, release him. This could get ugly quick. Oh gosh. I didn't realize how much current was here. Let's do what we can to avoid running down through that bridge. I'm still getting used to this kayak, if you can't tell. Smallmouth bass are always gonna gravitate towards those confined current areas. This is a bridge, and you clearly see that the current is pulling right through here. What's interesting is that this river actually flows into Lake Michigan. So the current flows that way. Lake Michigan is right over there, not all that far away. That makes me so happy. I was really hoping to catch some smallmouth bass this weekend, and what do? Boom shakalaka, we got one. Also, this weekend is gonna be more of like, probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 part series. I have no idea, no way of knowing. It just all depends on how much I get out and actually fish. I think if I drift a Ned rig underneath this bridge, I probably will catch that smallie's brother, sister, mother, father, I don't even know, but I'll probably catch something. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up for a minute, rig back up a Ned rig, see what we can do. Got the old mule box here. I am going to rig up a 1/16 fire red because this water's kind of dingy. I've got half of a Z-Man Zinker Z stick bait, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and rig that up. That's a nice craw pattern. Let's see what we can do. I'd have to believe that the Ned rig will allow me to catch 1 or 2 more smallies here, but who knows, it might have been a 1 smallie wonder. I'm gonna have to use that reverse heavy right here because there's definitely current that wants to pull me back through the bridge. You're kidding me. First cast with it, a pike ate it. If the pike are just gonna keep biting off my Ned rigs, this is a nightmare for me. Because you know I'm a Ned rig connoisseur. Let me go ahead and rig up the exact same thing. Hopefully this time it doesn't get just chomped by a pike immediately. How about a rock bass? I'd be totally okay with a rock bass right about now. That's my smallmouth bass cast right there. That feels like that's gonna be the one I get number 2 on. Come on. There's a fish. It's gotta be another little smallie. That's is it a rock bass? Is it a rock bass? It is. All right, well, we're a multi-species kind of day today. We've got pike, smallie, and then a little tiny meatball. There he is. That was such a light bite. Such a light bite. It's another meatball. All right, Meatball City. Welcome to Meatball City. We got all the meatballs you need, eh? You want a meatball? I got you a meatball. All right, well, Meatball City, paying off. Just trying to get a feel for this place, you know? Trying to get a feel for what the heck is here. Clearly rock bass, there's clearly pike, but I don't know. That would be a snag. There's also snags, people. There we go. That was tough. And it hurt my back. Ow. We're good. I'm such an old man. Or at least it feels like I'm an old man sometimes. Ah, man, I'm worn out. That completely took it all out of me. I think once I head back in, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the drone up and kind of show you what I'm working with here. So here you'll see, this is pike land, as we'll call it. We got a lot of grass, a lot of backwater section, really with some dead water, what I would consider water without a lot of current, and then you've got the main channel, which has plenty of current. I haven't fished this enough to really know what the heck's going on. My guess is I should be able to find some largemouth bass back here, but I'm definitely gonna find lots of northern pike, and if I'm lucky, I might actually find some bonus fish, such as a bowfin. Now this right here, as you'll see, is the bay, and this is where I've kind of got high hopes that I should be able to find a little bit of everything. It's not quite as backwater, so I'm hoping that there's not quite as many pike. Hopefully I can find a few smallies, maybe next to the bridges. And then, as I mentioned, there's obviously a lake, and we're not gonna have a chance to fish that unless we actually transport our kayak to a boat ramp, and I kind of doubt I do that, but if I do, I'll fish that lake and I'll probably really be chasing smallmouth bass predominantly. What's kind of cool about this lake is it's attached to Lake Michigan. I'm gonna go ahead and rig up a tube jig on my casting rod, something that's heavier that I'm gonna be able to get down lower underneath this bridge, because I have not given up hope on this area. I don't know what the heck we're gonna get into this weekend, boys and girls. Also, I know my shorts are really short, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't have worn those with my pedal drive. And yeah, you're seeing a little more skin than I was expecting you to see today, but you know what? You're gonna live with it. It's all good. Make a couple casts with Mr. Ned, and then we're done for the day. There's a fish. What do we got here? It's gotta be a smallie. The way this is fighting, this has to be a smallie. Oh my gosh. Jumbo Rocco. Jumbo Rocco. Looky there. Absolute meatball. Plucked him. I thought it was just gonna be a little small jaw. No siree, that's a nice jumbo. I haven't quite figured out this location, but the good news is we've caught a couple different species. If we can keep this momentum going into the next fishing trip, I think we're gonna be able to start trading up some size. I'd say all in all, it was a good little short session. I'm gonna go ahead and head in for the evening, and we'll get back out here hopefully tomorrow.